All right. So thank you everybody for joining, and hope you all are doing good. Hope you had a good week. So as most of you know, that we have a couple of things lined up for today. And so we'll start with what Jian had started last week. In fact, we'll continue with what she started last week in regards to the compensation plan characteristics. So, you know, that includes a lot of things. So she's breaking down it into various sessions. So, so we'll continue with that. So that's going to be the first thing. And after that, we will spend some time looking back at April month and how we did as a team, like the same reporting that we did in the month of April for March. So we will look at as a team, how did we do in the month of April? You know, we'll basically celebrate the success, you know, small success, but we will celebrate that. And then also we will look at what we are going to do for the month of May. So we will talk about the challenge for May as well. So that's the plan for today. And any other questions that if you have, you know, we can discuss those things as well. So without any further ado, I will give this time to Jian, and Yash is going to, Dr. Yash is going to help us with the interpretation. So Jian, if you're ready, please go ahead.
네, 시작하도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah. Let me start it.
다니엘, share.
Then I think you need to, yeah, 네, 지금 되는 것 같아요.
네네네. 네, 안녕하세요. I'm glad to see you. 저는 한국에서 사업하고 있는 재란이라고 합니다.
Yeah. How are you, everybody? I'm glad to see you all. I'm Cheran from Korea, doing ATOMY business.
네, 오늘은 지난주에 했던 것처럼 보상 플랜의 장점에 대해서 두 번째로 소개를 해드리려고 합니다.
So, as a continuation of the last week, today I will be explaining the important advantages of the compensation plan of ATOMY.
지난주에 했던 거 기억나실지 모르겠지만 기억을 더듬어서 기억을 좀 해주시고요. 이번에는 굉장히 중요한 보상 플랜의 장점입니다. 그래서 이 점도 기억을 해주셨으면 감사하겠습니다.
Probably you must have all memorized the last week important points, and similarly compared to last week, this week's points are more important. So please keep remembering this point in future. Yeah.
네, 지난번에 제가 애터미 보상 플랜의 어떤 철학적 의미는 자유, 평등, 사랑의 정신이 철학이 들어있는 보상 플랜의 장점이 있다고 말씀드렸습니다.
In the last week, I have talked about the General Commission philosophy and what is mean by freedom, equality, and love by the how the compensation plan is related to the freedom, equality, and love. It was explained in the last week.
네, 지난주에는 다른 MLN 회사에는 있고 애터미 회사에는 없는 보상 플랜의 장점에 대해서 소개를 해드렸는데 오늘은 다른 MLN 회사에는 없고 애터미 회사에만 유일하게 있는 보상 플랜 장점에 대해서 설명드리도록 하겠습니다.
In the last week, we talked about what are the things which are there in ATOMY, in other MLM, but not in ATOMY. Now, in today's presentation, we'll talk about whatever is not there in other MLM, but it is there in ATOMY compensation plan.
제가 세 가지 장점에 대해서 설명을 드릴 건데요. 이 세 가지 장점은 나의 능력이 아닌 다른 사람의 능력으로 성공을 할 수 있는 그런 장점입니다.
Yeah, I will talk about three important advantages of ATOMY's compensation plan, which is related to not my ability, but getting success because of other people's ability in our team. So I will explain it in here.
네. 그 첫 번째는 무한 단계 인정입니다.
So the first of the important point in this category is unlimited carryover.
네.
Yeah.
무한 단계의 어떤 철학적 의미는 그 알파와 오메가는 하나이잖아요. 그래서 나의 하위에 있는 라인은 단계를 나누지 않고 내가 가입하거나 스폰서가 가입하거나 파트너가 가입하거나 모두 나의 단계로 인정해 준다는 의미를 말합니다.
So for example, there is a alpha omega, and if anybody buy it in any of our line, so irrespective of whether we are a sponsor or a sponsor, anybody buying the product, the points are carried over to all the people, 100% of it.
더 쉽게 말을 하면 나의 하위에서 생기는 매출 포인트 또는 소비자, 파트너 100% 나의 것으로 인정해 준다는 의미입니다.
So in simple words, if it can be said like whatever are below me are not I will not get only the percentage of it, but it will be like 100% can be carried into my account. That is the simplest explanation. Yes.
다른 MLM 그 마케팅 회사에서는 단계를 나눕니다. 그러니까 100% 인정해주지 않고 1단계는 100%, 2단계는 50%, 3단계는 30% 이렇게 퍼센테이지를 적용을 하고 있습니다. 그렇지만 애터미는 100%를 인정해줍니다.
Yeah. So in other MLM, generally what happens is if somebody is below you, then you get 100% of whatever buying or whatever points he earns. Then if there is somebody 2 level below you, then you get only the 50% of the points, whatever revenue he generates. So in like that way, in the third generation, it will be 30%, fourth generation 20%, and this goes on decreasing, and you don't get the 100% of what people are doing quite below in your downline. But in ATOMY, it is not like that. You get 100% of everybody who is below you and carried over to your point system. Yeah.
네. 두 번째는 무한 누적입니다.
The second one is unlimited accumulation of point.
네, 이 무한 누적의 의미는 개인 PB 240만 포인트가 되면 평생 누적을 인정해 준다는 것입니다.
This point is related to personal PV collection. So anybody who reaches to 240, no, not 240. In simple word, 24 lakhs PV. And anybody who reaches the 24 lakh PV, then in that case, that personal PV will be remain until he is there in ATOMY. It will not vanish anytime. So it is about the personal PV. So that means from any account, you can buy till 24 lakh PV and it will remain as such unlimitedly. Yeah.
커미션을 받을 수 있는 매출 포인트는 수당을 받기 전까지는 무한 누적으로 인정을 해줍니다.
And even the revenue which is generated by any of your downline, until you get the commission for it, it will be continuously keep on accumulating.
여기서 에피소드가 있는데요. 제 고객 중에 정말 작은 거를 소비하는 고객이 있었는데 한쪽은 거의 막 1억 포인트가 쌓여 있는데 4년 만에 수당을 받은 케이스가 있습니다. 그래서 4년 동안 매출 포인트를 수당 받기 전까지 기다려줬다라는 에피소드가 있습니다.
So 1억
포인트.
1억
그냥
means
쉽게 설명했어요.
1억 is something like 10 crores. So there is one example in the ATOMY. One person who had been generating, who has been accumulating point on his one side as almost 10 crore. So he accumulated 10 crore points in one side of it, and then it was still accumulating until he was getting the compensation by matching the point in his right side. Yeah.
무한 누적이 가능한 것은 지난주에 배웠던 가입비, 유지비, 마감이 없기 때문에 무한 누적이 가능한 것입니다.
Yeah, so because there is no maintenance or registration fee, that's why it is possible to have a unlimited accumulation of the points.
여러분들도 회원 가입을 하거나 소비자를 만났을 때, 나는 수당에 관심이 없어, 사업도 관심이 없어, 그냥 오로지 소비만 하고 싶어. 이런 분들은 그냥 본인의 아이디로 계속 구매를 하시면 됩니다.
So there will be many people who will not be interested in getting the commission or doing business of ATOMY, but just want to use the product of ATOMY. They can join in their name and keep on buying their products from their ID.
그래서 제품만 소비를 하고 있다면 언제든지, 근데 저도 3년 정도 소비를 하고 사업자로 나왔거든요. 그래서 제품만 소비하고 있다가 내가 3년 뒤에 5년 뒤에 사업을 하고 싶다 그러면 이미 포인트는 누적이 되어 있기 때문에 사업 그때 하셔도 됩니다.
Yeah. So like if this kind of for people who will be just initially as a customer, they can keep on buying and be as a consumers in the ATOMY with their own ID. And in future, if they get interested, like maybe 3 years or 5 years down the line, if they get interested to do the business, then the point in their ID will be keep on there. It will not go anywhere. It will not vanish. So whatever products they have bought from their ID, that point will be there in their ID, and they can start business from their ID after that if they wish to. So it's important when you talk about the personal PV, because when you go up higher in the line, the more personal PV is there, the better is for you to get the more higher commission. Yeah.
마지막으로 설명을 드릴 건데요. 장점을 들으시고 정말 이 장점은 애터미의 자유, 평등, 사랑의 철학이 많이 들어가 있는 그런 장점입니다.
And this point, the final one, is very important point of the ATOMY. And yeah, it's one of the most important point of the ATOMY compensation plan.
네, 세 번째는 무한 공유 포인트 인정입니다.
So this is unlimited sharing point is also possible in ATOMY.
나의 하위에서 생기는 포인트는 사업자든 소비자든 모두 공유할 수 있습니다.
So whatever point are generated below me can be shared with all the business people and the consumers of the ATOMY in below me. Yeah.
여러분들 놀라지 마세요. 제가 예를 들어 설명을 하겠습니다.
I will explain it with an example. Yeah.
네, 내가 1번이에요. 아이디가 1번이에요. 내 아래로 2번부터 10번까지 있다고 가정을 하겠습니다.
So for example, I am the first person, so I will designate myself as a 1, and then people below me, I'll designate them from 2 to 10. So like I explained, I have 9 people below me, so they will be numbered as 2 to 10.
마지막 아이디에 있는 10번의 아이디에 있는 그 소비자가 1만 포인트의 1만 포에 해당되는 제품을 구입을 했다면 1번부터 10번까지 1만 포인트가 모두 공유가 됩니다.
Yeah, so in that case, if the person which is designated that as 10th, if he buys anything of 10,000 points, then all the people from 1 to 10, everybody gets 10,000 points. Not just he gets the 10,000 points.
아, 여러분도 놀랍지 않습니까? 1번, 2번, 3번, 4번, 5번, 6번, 7번, 8번, 9번은 아무 노력도 하지 않았고 10번만 제품을 구매했을 뿐인데 1번부터 10번까지 모두 10,000포인트가 공유가 된다는 것은 굉장히 놀라운 장점입니다.
So it's not like a strange or like a surprising thing for all of us, like because the people below me, like even including me, 1 to 9, like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, all of them didn't do anything. They didn't buy anything. They didn't ask anybody to buy anything. But the 10th person buy a product of 10,000 points. Still, all of us got got the 10,000 point equally. So it's a really strange thing in atomic compensation plan.
이 장점은 장점의 철학은 모두 함께 잘 살자는 의미입니다.
So this is in atomic because the actual philosophy for atomic compensation plan is to let everybody of us live prosperly. That is the philosophy of atomic. That's why this important point is being kept.
더 쉽게 이야기를 해드리면 어미새가 어디서 먹이를 가져와서 아기 새에게 골고루 먹이를 나누어 주잖아요. 그런 의미입니다.
Yeah, so like for example, any mother say 어미새 뭐예요? Cat?
엄마새. 엄마새.
Cat?
엄마새. 엄마.
새가
새,
뭐예요?
bird.
Bird, okay. So like any mother bird who bring the food for the children and then distribute equally to all of them. It's like that kind of philosophy.
지난번에도 제가 회장님의 철학이 들어가 있는 장점을 설명을 해드렸는데 이 무한공유 포인트에도 회장님의 철학이 들어 있습니다.
So last time I already talked to you about the important philosophy of ATOMY CEO. So this is also one of his philosophy to make to treat everyone as a child.
네, 그것은 100억을 버는 1명을 만드는 것보다 1억을 버는 1만 명을 만들겠다는 박한길 회장님의 의지, 생각, 그 다음에 누구나 성공하고 누구나 부자가 되었으면 하는 철학이 들어 있습니다.
Yeah, so in other words, like the CEO Park does not want to make one person earning 10. Yeah, one Arab. Yeah, for example, you can take it as he don't want one person to earn more than millions of dollars. Instead, he wants many persons, each of them. Like he don't want any one person to earn $1 billion. Instead of that, he wants 100 people earning $1 million each of them. Is his philosophy not irrespective of the possibility or like the capacity of the person, let everybody get success equally in atomic. Yeah.
네, 더 쉽게 말하면 이 줌을 듣고 계시는 여러분 누구나 성공할 수 있도록 만든 장점입니다.
Yeah, so even more simply, if I tell today's who have attended all this today, whoever has attended this meeting, anyone can be successful and can become rich. That kind of philosophy and the compensation plan has been created by ATOMY.
지난주와 오늘 보상 플랜의 장점에 대해서 설명을 드렸는데요. 여러분들도 자유와 평등, 사랑의 철학이 들어있는 그런 마음들을 느끼셨으면 좋겠습니다.
So I have explained about the atomic compensation plan in the last week and this week also. So everybody of us just like first understand ourselves about this plan and keep in our mind and to explain others. Yeah.
네, 도움이 되셨으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you.
Yeah. So if it would have been helpful, it will be really great. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Jayan, for in a very simple manner, you've explained about ATOMY's compensation plan and the way things work. I think that's very, very helpful. I hope many of us made some points. I think these are very important points, especially when we have to compare ATOMY with other MLM companies. You know, having these pointers is extremely important. How the entire PV system works, how in ATOMY, you know, the points, like our personal points, never expire. There's a limit on how much we can buy with our personal points. Like she mentioned, 24 lakhs PV is the maximum that we can buy with our ID. After that, you don't have to buy anymore with your ID. You know, that's amazing, and it happens only in ATOMY, right? And then unlimited accumulation of points. It doesn't matter how many people you have under you and how many points are there. Unless it matches, it will keep accumulating. You know, it doesn't flush out. And so another important point that she mentioned is about how the vision of CEO Park is not for one person to earn all the money, right? That's what happens in a lot of other MLM companies, where like the top 1%, they have all the money. They're the one who earn all the money. And the people at the bottom are the one who end up, you know, either not getting anything, or even if they do get something, it's comparatively very, very less. And so, but in ATOMY, you know, it's different. You know, the success of everybody is taken into consideration when making the plan. So I think that's very, very important. And these are very crucial points, actually, even when for us to understand and also for us to share with, you know, other people. So thank you again, Jaran, for that. Okay, so now I'm going to take you all through our what happened in the month of April. Okay, so so today is May 1st. So it happened to be May 1st today, and the last 30 days have been interesting. And so we thought we'll just give you an update about the team. This is about the team. This is not ATOMY in general, or this is about our team, all right? PrimeAtomy global team. We are a small team as of now, right? But then, and our successes are also very small, okay? But nevertheless, I think it's still good to celebrate those small successes, because, you know, these small successes will eventually get bigger and bigger. And so if we don't learn to celebrate the small successes, and if we're only looking for big things directly, then, you know, I think we would not be in the right track. So that's what we're going to do. We'll just spend a few minutes. I'll just let you know how we did last month, and then we'll go from there. All right. So again, like last time, I'm just going to talk about how many new members were added in India last month, how many new members were added, if anybody was added globally, how many global pre-registration was done, how many promotions happened, did there any promotion happen in our team, and how much commission did we earn as a team, right? And also, what is our plan for May? So that's what we are going to quickly look at. So in regards to new members, so I think for the month of April, we probably did not have as many as compared to the month of March, okay? So we had 10 new members added in India, and but, you know, still good work, right? We've always said this is not just about simply adding people, but it's registering qualitative members, right? We're not focusing only on quantity, but we are focused on quality. What kind of people are we talking to, and what kind of people are being registered? And interestingly, all the members who've been added have told us that they want to do ATOMY as a business. So if you see, we actually don't even have one person who's joined only as a consumer. Nevertheless, all contractors are consumers. Okay, so and that's what ATOMY is about, right? We consume the product, we use the product, and then we share with others, and also we think from business business standpoint. Okay, so we had 10 new members for the month of April. This is for India. Globally, we did not have anybody. All right, I'm still putting it as 0. I'm still hopeful, right? Even last month when I reported for the month of March, it was still 0, and it is still 0. And so I'm trusting that, you know, next month, hopefully this number will change. All right, so global members means outside India, in countries where ATOMY is active, where you know, people can purchase products from. I will actually show you the list of the countries, global regions where ATOMY is active and where we have our business. So we didn't have any global member for last month. So these are the active regions. Okay, so currently, maybe some of you know this, some of you might not know this, but I think it's important to know. So these are the countries currently where ATOMY is active. So, so if you have any friends, family, anybody in any of these countries, right? So you see, I have segregated based on the continent. Okay, so in fact, if you look at the last column, Europe, it's only written there like Europe. Russia has got its own website, and then the UK has its own website. Turkey has its own website. But under the UK, there are many other European countries. Okay, there are many more. I think more than 20 European countries where if you have anybody in those countries, they can also register under the UK. Right. So, and I have always said, let's think globally. ATOMY is a global business, right? We need to think beyond India. That's the only way we'll be able to expand this business in a much faster way. So these are the various countries we have globally. In regards to new members, global pre-registration, we talked about this last time as well. So there are multiple countries where you can pre-register, which means in these countries, ATOMY has not officially started, but you can pre-register people, right? So you can register people and start building your team. So again, like last month, the only country that we have right now pre-registration we have done is from Nepal, and for the month of April, we had 11 pre-registration that happened from Nepal. Okay, so some of these people are, even though they are registered from Nepal, but few people are actually living in different countries. So if you there see at the bottom, overall we have 25 people from Nepal registered, but out of that there are few people who are living in Japan, Australia, Dubai. So at least in Japan and Australia, they can be consumers. So that's the thing about ATOMY business, right? So they're registered under Nepal, but since they're living in Australia and Japan, and ATOMY is active in Australia and Japan, they can buy, even though ATOMY has not officially launched in Nepal. So that's the beauty. Okay, so so global pre-registration, we have only one country, and but this is a good number, all right? And our team in Nepal is doing very good. These are all the various countries currently where ATOMY pre-registration is open. So this is for pre-registration. So if you have friends, families, anybody in any of these countries, you can pre-register them. So the other country list that I showed you earlier, that's where ATOMY is active. Like in India, ATOMY is active. You can buy the products in India, right? In these countries, only pre-registration is open, but you cannot purchase products. But the reason why ATOMY has open pre-registration is that ATOMY has a plan to officially launch its business in these countries. So again, I've divided from continent-wise. So Asia, Pacific, Africa, we've got 3 countries in Africa, Central and South America, North America, and Europe. Okay, so if you have any friends, if you have anybody in these countries, you can start pre-registering them. So I thought I would just mention it here. Look at Asia itself. Like, see, we border with Bangladesh. You know, many of you are from Meghalaya. We border with Bangladesh. I'm sure you've got some friends going there for studies, or, you know, like, you can always connect with them and pre-register them, right? Similarly, other countries like Sri Lanka and Brunei, Mongolia, UAE. A lot of people from India are there in UAE, right? So you can actually connect with your friends and have them register in UAE. All right, so that's the global regions for pre-registration. Now, in regards to promotions, last month we had only 1 person who became an agent. We did not have many people who became agent. In the month of March, we had, like, I think around 4 or 5 people who got promoted as agents. Month of April, we had only 1, but that's okay. We should still celebrate, right? This is something that, you know, it's a progress, and sometimes it's slow progress, sometimes it's fast progress, but nevertheless, as long as there's progress, I think we should celebrate it. And to become an agent, you need to have 300,000 PVs of your own, which is 3 lakhs PV. In regards to commission, for the month of April, actually it increased from the month of March. So this is the overall commission, and we want to be very transparent. Okay, we don't want to hide anything. We want to show you as it is. We don't want to give you, you know, fake numbers or anything like that. As a team, this is the total commission we took home for the month of April. Now you might say, you know, in this team, it looks like a small number. That's okay. You know, right now we are not really looking at numbers. We're looking at building our team. We're looking at training. We're looking at really solidifying our team. You know, we're looking at equipping ourselves to become a strong team. And that's our focus right now. Initially, the first couple of years of doing ATOMY business is about that. It's not really about money, even though you will get commission, even though we have people in our team who are earning money month after month, you know, but it is primarily about really building our team and building ourselves, our knowledge and our skill of doing this business. But still, our team was able to achieve this commission for the month of April. And I think congratulations to all of those who received your commission. And also, I know there are other people who are on the way. You're almost there to getting your first commission. There were, I think, a couple of people in our team who received their first commission. You know, so congratulations to you. It's all. I still remember last year when I received my first commission, I was really excited. You know, I finally told myself, okay, this is real. This is not just talks. You know, if I work hard, I'll get paid. If I don't work hard, I won't get anything. Right? It's a simple, very, very simple logic. Now, we had a challenge in the month of April, as many of you know, right? And these were the 3 criteria for you to qualify. And we said there will be top three winners for the month of April. And the criteria we had were: first, regular team meeting. So which means you participate in these meetings, and we have meeting only once a week, really. Very easy criteria, right? Team participation. Secondly, new member registration, which means you register 5 members on your left and 5 members on your right. They could be consumers, they could be business partners. Now 5 was the target that we gave, but then again, when we chose our winners, we had to look at the best top 3, and accordingly we chose the winners. We decided the winners based on the effort that they put, right? And the third criteria was inviting your downline or your prospective, bringing new people to the meeting every, you know, in all our meetings, right? And at least make 1 person participate in this particular meeting on Sundays. So that was the third criteria. And So any guesses who are our winners? Top 3 winners? Any random guesses? In the next slide, I'm going to reveal the winners. Okay, I won't make you wait. So here are the top 3 winners for the month of April. So let's give them a clap. You can give virtual clap. So first we have Ashish Lagoon from Nepal. And second, we have Aiba Nongrum from Shillong, Meghalaya. And then third, we have Mary Langstam from, again, Shillong, Meghalaya. Congratulations, guys. Okay. So, you know, we've looked at all 3 of them, and we looked at all the 3 criteria. Now, there were some other people, you know, who attended all the meetings, all 4 meetings. We invited people as well, but then we have to, because there were 3 criteria, just not 1 criteria. So looking at all 3 criteria, from adding members to attending meetings, all of that overall, you know, this was, you know, collective decision. Okay, so please don't think this was just mine. You know, Jeran is there, and Jeran and I worked together to come about this winners list. Okay, so a really good job to all of you, even those who probably you did not win, but you've been coming to the meeting, you've been calling people. Maybe you were not able to add people, you know, in the month of April. So do not be disappointed, right? Do not be disappointed, because you know, it's not only about, okay, how much you add. And we've talked about this, you know, sometimes it's slow, some months are good, some months are not good, but then as long as we are putting our effort, time and effort, you know, that is very important. And trust me, we know who's putting their time and effort and who is not. It's not very difficult to figure that out. And so, but we appreciate everybody who's doing their best, and please do not be discouraged. Sometimes it can be discouraging, but then please continue to. The very reason why we are doing this is, you know, to help you, to motivate you, to encourage you, you know. And so we hope that even those who did not win, you will continue to give your best. All right, because we're going to keep doing stuff like this. This is not a one-time thing. Okay. And so what are the winners going to get? I think that's also important. So we're going to tell you what they're going to get. All right. So this is what the winners are going to get. The first winner, the number 1 winner is going to get Hemohim. Okay. Hemohim is not even there in India, right? So plus a 50,000 PV. And the second winner is going to get evening care set plus 40,000 PV added to their account. And then third winner is going to get triactive calcium, which is not here in India. It's again, it's a health supplement, but I'm assuming our sponsors decided to give this because probably they know that this is coming to India very soon. That's my assumption. I'm not sure. Yeah, so triactive calcium plus 30,000 PV added to their account. All right, so I'll connect with you all to get how to get these things to you. So we'll try to get this to you at the earliest. Okay, so great. So this is exciting news, and I hope this makes this encourages everybody, the winners as well as others as well. You know, I really hope that this will help us to motivate us to do even better. So what we want to do right now is we want to spend just few minutes. I want to ask the 3 winners, if they are okay, to just share with us how the month of April went for them. So Ashish, we'll go in order, Ashish, and then second Aiba, and then Mary. So tell us, how did you find new members? Okay, this is so that everybody can be helped, you know. When we share our experience, I think it really helps. So tell us, what did you do to find new members? And also tell us, these Zoom meetings that you've been attending, have they been helpful? That's the second thing, okay? Because that was one of the criteria for you to attend Zoom meetings regularly. So have these Zoom meetings been helpful, or how have they been helpful? And thirdly, like, how are you calling your prospects or your new members? How are you encouraging them to join the Zoom meetings? Okay, those were three criteria based on which you've won the challenge. So tell us that. First, how did you find new members? What did you do? Secondly, how have these Zoom meetings been helpful to you? And thirdly, what strategy are you using to invite your prospects and new members? So please, if you could share that with us, I think it will be helpful for everybody here. Okay, so we'll start with Ashish. You can just keep it short and yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Daniel. And first of all, I'd like to thank Brother Daniel and Madam Jiran as well, because this challenge really motivated me and pushed me to share about ATOMY to my friends and my relatives, and I'm very thankful for that. And it's a very wonderful to have a great team like this. Even though ATOMY has not made challenges like this, our team has made challenges and motivated to move forward. I'm very thankful for that. And about adding people, actually before 2-3 months, I told some of my friends and some of my relatives as well about ATOMY, and they were interested, but I think the USA formula really worked, and I told them that first we have to use, then only you should share. It's not like going house to house and saying this product is good, use this, but it's like using the product first, then only sharing about the products. And I think when I told them that, and they were convinced that I think this is a nice company, I think that that's what helped me to add more members. And yeah, actually the meeting was one of the things that helped me the most, because I got to learn more things regularly. And Madam Jiran also told about many of the useful tips and about ATOMY, so that helped me a lot too. And about many products as well, I got to learn how to use some of the products and how it has been helpful to many of the members. And that's how I got to tell others about ATOMY, and the meeting was very helpful. But what was the last point? What was the last thing you have to say about?
The last point is about, like, how did you invite like prospects and your new members to the meeting? Like, I'm sure most of us would say, hey, just come to the meeting. But was there something specific that you did to just like to convince them to come to the meeting?
Yeah, actually, I've been lacking at that point, I think, because most of my members are a bit busy with their schedule, and because of time sometimes, because it's a family, it's right now it's about family dinner time. So most of them are busy, but I hope I get the chance to convince them to come to the meeting. Some of my friends are here, and they come because some of them takes ATOMY very seriously, but some of them are like, we will join when the time comes, when it starts in Nepal. So I think I need to work on that, and I think I will learn more from the team. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Great. Thank you, Ashish, for sharing that. Very helpful. All right, Aiba, if you are okay, I know Aiba is not keeping very well. If you're okay, you can share.
Yes, Daniel. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much, Daniel. Hello.
Yeah, Aiba, we couldn't hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Aiba.
Can you please repeat me the question, Daniel, please?
So the first question is, how did you find new members? What did you do to find new members and register them? Secondly, how these meetings have been helpful, the Zoom meetings which you've been attending regularly. And thirdly, how did you invite new prospects as well as new members to our Zoom meeting? If you need time, we can go with Mary, and then maybe you can go after Mary.
Yes, Daniel.
Okay, sure. Mary, if you're ready, would you like to tell us your experience?
Yes. Thank you so much, brother, and especially Sister Jiran. My experience to Ottoman is I didn't expect this actually, but thank you so much. I didn't. To be honest, I didn't really try to win people, but the people who are the people who joined under me they are my friends only. I just talk to them about the product, and they want to try the product, and they also want to join. And actually, at first they want to join as consumer, but when they experience the product and they want to join as business. And the second question is actually the like Brother Ashish has said, the USA technique is very helpful, and I used to reach out to people, approach to them like that type of convince them that like unless and until we try the product, we do not know how to convince people and to be genuine about what we are doing. And I don't remember the last question, brother. Can you repeat that?
Last question is like, did you try something new to invite your prospects or your new members, to convince them to come to the meeting? Did you do anything special, or did you just tell them to come, or did you? How did you convince them basically to come to the meeting?
Yeah, I just tell them that we need to come to the meeting because it's really a learning process, and we have to learn, and it is not really trying to get money or something, but we have to equip ourselves by learning through the meetings, because there are so many things we have to learn about the product and how we do this business we have to get we have to learn, and we have to be equipped first. And they kind of convinced when I told them about this type of this business, that we have to learn, not that we have to seek after the money. Yes, we have to earn, but first we have to be equipped. I think so they are very convinced regarding that, because they know when we cannot learn money we cannot earn without knowing what we are doing. Yeah, that's what I did. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, Mary. And congratulations again. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure that'll be helpful to other people as well. Great. Aiba, are you okay? If you're not okay, that's fine. I know you're not keeping well. I don't want to push you.
No, Daniel, I'm fine.
Okay.
Actually, how do I find my new members? Actually, I used to talk about ATOMY, and then and sometimes I used to order like the products. When I order the products, I used to show them the products. I used to show my actually I'm working in the gym, so like I have got like so many people in the gyms. I used to talk with about ATOMY, and then I used to share them with the products. And then sometimes like actually I always do this every day. with most of the client, I used to, when I talk about ATOMY, I used to share them the product. I used to give them to try the products, and then like I used to give to try the products and all, and and then like when they find, I always ask them to, especially with the evening set, I used to give them those products, and I used to I used to ask them to try those products, and then when they try the products, they realize that these are very very good. So when they ask me to order, to get them the products, I used to tell them, hey, why don't you register yourself in this company, and it will be a good benefits for you. So in that way, I do find my new members, and I always talk about ATOMY. I always share them with almost all the products. I always I always give them to try the products. And secondly, how Zoom meeting has been helpful. Actually, Zoom meeting has been it really motivates me, how to do well, how to improve myself, to do better in every day, and how to how to talk with people, how to and it really helps me, especially it really helps me to how to talk with people, how to how to make people understand that this is not we don't have to sell from door to door. I just have to share the products, and so, as you always said that let the product talk. So I always try to do that. I always try to give the the products the products that people will use the products, and all they can just try the products. So yeah, meeting has been helpful so much. Thirdly, I sometimes used to share the link with my friends, meeting link, and then I always tell them, hey, if you have time, please you can join this meeting. To those people who I share or who I talk with ATOMY, hey, you can you can join the meeting. It's very interesting. Yeah, I always do that. So it's really helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aiba, for sharing that. Thank you to all three of you. It's good to hear from everyone because see, everybody tries different things. We all have different personality, different environment that we live in. And so sometimes we might be struggling. How are others doing? And it's always good to hear from how they are, how they are doing, and how are they able to talk to others, or what approach they're taking, and things like that. So if I could summarize what three of these winners have said, it looks like the USA method that we talked about, right? USA, if you do not know, it's very simple: use, share, attend. Okay, it's a very simple formula actually. If you follow this, trust me, doing ATOMY it becomes so easy, right? You first use the product, then whatever you have liked, whatever you have enjoyed, you share the product, which means you tell others about it, and third, you attend meetings. These three things are vital in ATOMY business, right? So looks like you guys have followed this, and Ashish, even though in Nepal it's not officially started, but he's already building his team, talking to people, telling them, because he's got the globe, the entire world in his mind, because like I have said, people from Nepal are all over the world, and so he's got that vision. And Sister Mary just joined. She's one of the newest one, but she's been, we had a separate meeting with her team and with a couple of prospects as well, and so she's trying different methods, having separate meetings as well, and using the product, and just taking that initiative I think is very important. And also Aiba, she works at the gym every day. Every day she's talking to people about ATOMY and different products. right? And that is really, really critical. Every day we should be telling people about something or the other about ATOMY. And in fact, she gives people to try the product as well. And I think that's a really good method as well. When people try it, and they will know how ATOMY products will benefit them. Okay, so great. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. Now, April month was good. Now, and now we need to celebrate what has happened in the month of April, but we also need to think about what are we going to do for the upcoming month, right? For the month of May. So with that, okay, just give me a second here. Okay, so for the month of May, we're going to have another challenge. Okay, so it's very similar, very similar. So registration of 5 people on your left and right, consumers, business partners, that's the first criteria. Secondly, follow-up management. So when we say follow-up management, remember, we've been talking about, see, it's good that we are adding people, but ATOMY is not about just bringing people in, right? If we do not know how to follow up and how to manage our team, then it's very, very difficult. We will not be able to make much progress. So of course, getting people is important, right? But then managing people is equally important. Okay, so follow-up management, what are we talking about? So there are 2 criteria under follow-up management. One is, again, Zoom meeting participation. So we are going to check whether you are participating in these Zoom meetings, and your team is participating or not, or how many people under you are participating in Zoom meetings. So that's one criteria that we're going to look at. And secondly, we're also going to look at product purchase and usage, which is the same thing, USA, which we talked about, right? So how many people, like your team, you have to make sure that you are telling your team to use ATOMY products, to purchase ATOMY products and use it for themselves, not for anything, for themselves. Okay, because it's great that members are being added, but then if those members are not active, if those members are not buying ATOMY products and using, then it defeats the purpose of adding members, right? So it doesn't matter whether they're joining as consumers or they're joining as business partners. But so you need to make sure that your downline people are using the products. Okay, that's another criteria. So first is you're adding members on your left and right, five members, and then making sure that the participation of those members in Zoom meeting, those members are coming to this meeting, and also making sure that those members are purchasing and using the products. Now, of course, what you don't want to do is, we never tell you this, that, you know, go behind your members or go behind your downline people and make them buy the products that they don't need. You know, in ATOMY, we have never said that. But what we want you to do is, we want you to talk to them, talk to your downline regularly, right? Talk to them regularly, talk to them every day if needed. You know, send a text message, check how they are doing about their life and how they are doing about the products. There have been many people, you know, in my team in the last 1 year, I have seen they've joined ATOMY, but they don't want to use the products. They don't want to buy the products and use the product, right? If you join ATOMY with that attitude, then, you know, the business is really not for you. All right. So, but whatever you need, you know, you need shampoo, buy shampoo and use it. You know, you need coffee, buy coffee and use it. Whatever you need, but at least use the products regularly. And one thing that I'm trying to do personally is at least use all the products that are there in ATOMY India website at least once. Now, I might not need everything, all the products all the time, but at least if I could use once all the products, then I'll be in a better position to share with people about the products and my own experience. And that's what ATOMY is all about. USA, use, share, attend. Use the product, share your experience, attend our meetings. So this is the criteria for the month of May. So I hope that all of us will be able to follow this. All right. And again, like last month, I want to ask you, all of us here, what is your personal plan for the month of May? What is your plan? Do you have a plan for yourself? Your learning plan? You know, what are you doing to make sure that every day you are learning? Right? You should, at least, we all should be spending at least 30 minutes every day consistently. 30 minutes every day consistently to learn about ATOMY. You know, if we can spend hours on social media and watching TV and doing all kind of things, why can't we spend 30 minutes every day learning things? Which is, and if we really want to do this as a business, right? So it's all about the choices that we make, okay? And so what are your personal plans for making consumers, right? What plans do you have? Like we just heard from Aiba that she is determined to talk to people every day. People who come to the gym, people who come in contact with her, you know, she is determined to tell them. Now you and I might not be always in connection with people like Aiba does. We might not have that opportunity. But even if we cannot meet people physically, what are we doing? We're using social media, using our phone, you know, text messages. What are we doing to inform people, share people about our, about ATOMY? What are we doing? So what personal plans do you have in making consumers, and what personal plan do you have in finding business partners? You know, how are you going to approach people from a business standpoint? You know, if let's say there are people that who are interested in business. Okay, so this is a question that I want to leave all of you with. We all need to make our own plan for ourselves, and of course, we as a team, we are there to help you. Okay, so so before I end this meeting, what I do want to acknowledge our Korean sponsor. So we've got you know, Sharon Rosemaster here, and Miss Cha, and then we have Jessica Lee, Diamond Master. They are the one who are supporting us along with Jeran. You know, they are the one who is providing all of these the gifts for our team. You know, they are the one who are contributing and to motivate our team. All right. So a big thank you to them. Right. So can we just give a clap, a virtual clap for them? Because, you know, we need a solid team, solid sponsors to help our team, right? And trust me, in India there are tons of teams. I can proudly tell you that the kind of support that our team gets, not many team here in India gets. All right, and that's because we have solid leaders like them. So maybe Ms. Shah or Jessica, if you want to say a couple of words to the winners, to the team. Dr. Yash, if you're there, if you can help us with that, maybe if they want to say something or say congratulations or anything.
Yeah. 지금 그 다니엘가 그 너무 고맙다고 얘기했는데 그 위에 스폰서들한테 하고 지금 한 말씀 하려고 위해서 네.
말씀하라고.
네.
네. 안녕하세요. 샤론로즈 마스터 차영숙입니다.
Yeah. Hi everybody. I am Sharon Rose Master 차영숙.
네. 우리가 매주 일주일에 한 번씩 이 줌 미팅에서 만나는데요.
Yeah, we meet every week once in this Zoom meeting.
이렇게 우리가 일주일에 한 번씩 계속 이렇게 만나는 게 이 애토미를 점점 알아가게 되고 애토미에서 여러분의 꿈을 찾을 수 있습니다.
Yeah, so by this way we can understand about the ATOMY meeting in this meeting, and also we can find our dreams fulfilled with this by attending this meeting.
아까 처음에 이거 줌미팅 시작할 때 모두 제품을 몇 가지 쓰시나요? 하고 물었었죠.
So in the beginning, I asked you about how many products you have used in ATOMY in the starting of the meeting.
애터미에서 성공하는 길의 가장 첫 번째는 저희 제품을 하나하나 다 써보는 겁니다.
So to be successful in ATOMY is first thing is we have to first experience the product by ourselves and use them by ourselves.
여러분들 지금 이도 닦고 머리도 감고 세수하고 이렇게 쓰는 어떤 제품을 애터미 제품으로 브랜드를 바꾸는 일이 먼저예요.
Yeah. So everybody who is being like we are using toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoos, everything daily needs. So we need to first change the brand of our brand, like from other companies' product to ATOMY. We need to change the brand first.
예. 그래서 애터미 제품을 먼저 써보고 좋으면 좋다고 주위 사람들한테 내가 말을 하면 그게 사업의 시작입니다.
So first, after using product by myself, and then I can suggest this product to important people to me, and then this way I can grow in ATOMY.
네. 그래서 오늘 이렇게 돌아가면서 이제 여기는 같이 공부하는 방이잖아요. 그래서 함께 참여해주고 같이 함께 한다면 여러분들이 이 방에서 원하는 꿈 다 이루실 겁니다. 다음 주에 뵐게요.
Yeah. So in this Zoom meeting, we will work together and reach to our dreams and find our dreams come true. So yeah, let's meet all together here continuously in future. Nice to meet you and see you again in next meeting.
Thank you.
네.
Dr. Lee, Ms. Lee, do you want to say something?
이사장님 한 말 좀 하실까요?
예. All winners, congratulations. 오늘 저기 수상하신 분들, 상 받으신 분들 모두 축하드립니다.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations to all the new winners of this month.
다음 달도 열심히 하셔서 이번 달이네요. 5월 달도 열심히 하셔서 모두 수상하시기 바랍니다.
Yeah, so in this week or in this month also, we will expect all of you to do this, reach to these targets and get this prizes, all of you.
모두 건강하세요. 마치겠습니다.
Yeah, please take care of your health, and I'll finish it here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Lee. Really appreciate it. Great. All right. So we will close here. It's time. So I will hand it over to Jeran. Jeran, if you'd like to take pictures, up to you now. So.